What is up, guys? It is Dusky coming to you today with a brand new Clash of Clans video. Today we are talking about CWL Invite week number 1. We got Byeforever going against Zell. As you can tell here, Byeforever did take that initial loss. It was a tough war. It was a great war to watch though. I streamed the very end of it on my Twitch stream, which is down in the description. You can click on the link. This war came down to the very last attack. As you can see here, that very last attack did not triple, therefore they lost by 1 star. Looking at the war map, you can see that Zell finished off every single base and tripled every single base. So they had a fantastic war. Kudos to them for the win and the perfect war. And Byeforever came in with just missing out on that one base right there. It was a fantastic hit. It just did not have enough to get past the finish line. It was a time fail, and there was just a bunch of trash buildings left. But continuing to look at the rest of the bases, you can see that Byeforever did clean up all the 11s, all the 12s, and all the 13s except for 1. Let's go have a look at some of these attacks. First up, we're going to have the King Penguin attack here on number 1. That's going to be BAS Lightning Strike K700I that's going to be defending this hit. You're going to see they start out with the Royal Champion here just to get that first air defense. Starting out, uses that ability and takes out a couple extra defenses there. Moving right along, King drops in. This is to help establish the funnel. What he is trying to do with this is he is trying to break his queen. He's trying to wall break his queen in on this wall right here to take out the Eagle artillery. To do that, he's going to have to take out this wizard tower, because that wizard tower is going to be able to take out his wall breakers very easily, which you'll see almost happens. So King is creating a funnel for the queen so that she can just dive right on into the base. The wall breakers are down and they almost die. They almost die there. So King comes back, takes out the Royal Champion. Queen is going to end up stepping up to take out the air defense, as well as this Eagle artillery, which is the point of this whole thing. So he does a nice job of getting everything in there. Gets a good bit of value there. Drops his Stone Slammer in. That Stone Slammer is set to basically take down this entire compartment. Maybe might get a little bit more than that. It does not. So it's going to take out this compartment along with a couple other things with those dragons. The rest of the dragons are moving in. He did a better job. This is a cleanup hit, so he did a better job of funneling everything in on this side. And really kind of pushed all the dragons into a funnel right into the middle of the base. So nice work there from King Penguin. The witch is in the CC, so we're not too worried about that. With the amount of dragons that we have, that's not even a problem at all. Moving right along through the base, uses a rage spell to move everything to take that last air defense. The town hall has already gone down. That's another strong defense that he needed to get down as quick as possible. The dragons are moving right through the base here with nothing really left in their path. There's 2, now there's 1 point defense left that can do any damage to those dragons at all. The multi-infernos don't really do a whole lot to the dragons. And cannons obviously target ground, so not a whole lot going on there. Nice hit coming in from King Penguin there. Very nicely done. And we'll go ahead and speed on through that one. Nice work. Next up, we'll show another 13 versus 13 hit with Chronos going in on UG Hunter. So a hog hit here, which is a pretty rare thing. A lot of hogs on this one. So this is kind of a rare hit. Not something I see a whole lot of. Does drop that bomb right there in the middle. They are doing some work on the town hall. They do get the town hall down. Yet he's still going strong. They're taking out the CC. They did their job. They pulled the CC. They took the town hall. So that's everything that they needed to do. So now we're going to work on the the clan castle here. As the clan castle comes over to the queen, queen is going to be able to take that out pretty easily. Wish we could have got that witch and the poison initially to help take her out as quick as possible, so she doesn't have to drop any more of the skeletons there. Excuse me. Moving along, she's still trying to deal. Queen is still dealing with the witch there. Everything's moving in to the base. As you can see, he did a great job of funneling the queen in around this way, as opposed to going back, and maybe she comes back and does something that we don't want her to do. So as you see, she is going into a single inferno, but which is something I always say never do, but he does have a freeze spell. So he drops that freeze spell and, you know, drops the Coco Loon at the same time to help with the black bombs. Moving into the base, scatter shots they're both right next to each other, so he's able to take out both of those pretty early, pretty quickly, as well as the Eagle Inferno, which is an extremely high value for a Queen Walk. He's getting both, and the Eagle Artillery there. The hogs are down, and they are moving right along into the base. The Queen is tanking for those hogs right now. Queen is going to move in, be able to take out a couple extra defenses here. The hogs are still pushing around the base. Has used all of his heals here. Still has the Royal Champion in the bag. Does use that special there and does take out a couple extra defenses. So now it's just clean up. So nice hit there from Chronos. Always like seeing hogs used. Hogs are my babies, I love them. So nice hit there. So next up, we're going to be looking at Melvin's hit on Kraken here. We have a Lalo attack with a Queen Walk attached to it, Queen Charge attached to it. Sorry, I can't talk today for some reason. Just finished up the stream too, so voice is losing it. But Queen is going to be pushing in here. Sees a little bit of an opening there, and I think that's what he was going for. What he was going to try to attack there. So whenever you're doing this, try not to leave openings like that. That makes things a little bit easier whenever you're attacking. But Queen is going to be pushing in, takes out the CC pretty easily here. It takes a little bit of time to do so. Gets that Hound Pop, poisons right on the middle of that Hound Pop, so very nicely done from him on that portion. Queen is going to push into the Town Hall along with that Baby Drag, so Town Hall is going to go down here. At some point she is taking some damage from everything, but she will be able to step up and take that out. Does take that bomb right to the face, which is less than ideal, but drops those wall breakers in and does a great job of exploiting that little crack in there. So more wall breakers coming in, trying to push all the way into the Eagle compartment. Does so. What an incredibly great and skilled wall break that is. Very nicely done there. Queen is going to be able to walk for days. The Lalo portion of the attack is now down and moving around the base. He has plenty of stuff to get through this base. He still has a freeze, has 2 haste and a rage. So we're going to see this attack is going to work out very nicely. Hits that tornado trap, doesn't really matter a whole lot. He has so much just DPS and so much health just left over for everything right now that he's just pushing through the base and just mopping things up right now. Still has a rage left in the bag. I don't know if he really needed it. I don't even know if he actually drops it. No need for it. Doesn't drop it. He just pushes through the base, punishes the base, swags a little spell. 2 spell slots there. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward through this. Go ahead and half speed that though. Very nice hit. Very nice hit. Next up, we have Orc going in on Drareg, not sure. But so we got Orc going in on Drareg here. We got us another Lalo. Love seeing the Lalos here. Got 17 minions, which is pretty interesting. Don't normally see that many minions. I could see a lot more value for those minions than a couple loons or just some pretty much anything other than minions. But we do use a ton of minions here. Queen is going to push into the base here with the Coco Loon to help with those black bombs. She's going to get a air defense. She's eventually going to push on into the base, eventually get the CC here as well as jump over into that Eagle artillery compartment. Doing that, he's also going to be able to get to this air defense as well as this air defense. So this is a very high value push here. So that jump spell does go down. He's going to go ahead and take out the wizard tower and move on to the Grand Warden as well as that air defense, and eventually push to the Eagle artillery here. He's dropped his Lalo portion pretty early here. It's going to push everything into the town hall. Town hall is going to go down pretty quickly. Has some great pathing, as you can see. Everything is just going to be going perfectly this direction here, and it's going to end on the queen. Queen is eventually going to step up and take out the enemy queen. There she does so there. So the Lalo portion is pushing through the base here, doing a nice job of just taking everything out, using those spells as he needs them. Probably going to use this last spell to get everything over to this other area. I might have used it for the wizard tower there, but he didn't. Still tripled the base, not a big deal. That's just me personally. And there's probably a reason why I'm not on the team. But anyways, so everything's going to push over to that wizard tower, take that out. Cleanup is all down and left over. So nice hit from Ort. Next up, we're going to go check out some Town Hall 11 hits. We'll start out with this hit for Welter going in on Dragonellas. It is a dragon hit, believe it or not. A dragon bat hit here. So drag bat does still work. It is still very effective. So we will go ahead and start that attack. Drops 2 loons to help out with that baby drag to keep those black bombs away from it and be able to get out that archer tower pretty quickly. Baby drag's going to clean up some trash behind it along with Queen. Got a naked Queen walk going here. Drops King on this side to get a couple of defenses down over here to help out with pathing for the dragons and the bats as well. And so your dragons are going to come from 9 to 12 o'clock here. They're going to push into the base. Surprised there wasn't really anything for the Eagle artillery, but I guess the Eagle artillery was a little bit too far into the base for it. And the dragons are going to go down in just a second. He does pull out, one thing he does here that I like is he pulls the Lava Hound and the Loon away from the attack, so the dragons don't have to get stuck on the Lava Hound as well as the Loon, and then the Lava Pups as well. Dragons go in. We're gonna go ahead and rage those on up here in just a second to get them on into the base. Keep in mind that these multi-infernos don't really do a whole lot to dragons, so it's not a huge deal. If those were singles, I bet this would not be working out the same. But got some haste down. The bat spells go down here on the back side. There's no real splash damage except for on this side. That will be able to take out those bats, and even he does have a little bit of splash damage there. I do stand corrected. The bats do take it out. He uses a freeze to get through that. Bats are just absolutely gutting this base right now. Great job there. Great work just getting through everything. Uses this freeze, or uses this ice golem over here to help tank for those bats, as well as this dragon over here to tank that wizard tower for those bats, because for bats the most important thing is taking care of the splash damage and multi-infernos. You gotta get those down if you want to succeed with bats. So now the entire base is gutted. This is all just cleanup going from here. I don't even know if he lost one of his dragons. It was a great attack, great base recognition there. Very nice attack from Welter. Moving on to the next Town Hall 11 attack. Next up, we have Felicity Smoke going in on Zombot here. We have ourselves a Lalo attack with basically a King and Queen Sui here. So they're basically suiciding to get a certain amount of value with that King and Queen. So Queen is going to step up and eventually take out that air defense here, as well as a couple cannons just to help with the pathing of the Lalo. And here the air defense goes down. Queen is going to be able to step up and take out a couple extra defenses there and a couple extra trash buildings. King does what it's supposed to do and takes out some of the trash buildings around the outside. So now we're gonna drop the loons on in to take out any black bombs that may hit that blimp, as well as pull the CC there. So we drop that clone spell. Those are gonna absolutely scatter and just take out most of the base. What a great, that is an amazing shot there. Our amazing clan castle there. That was just very nicely done. The electro drag is gonna go down, but does what it needed to do. Took out the CC. Half of the base is gone. So as you can see, the pathing will just go straight across the base. Very straightforward pathing. Still has that the archer, or not the archer, the grand warden there. Still has ability, drops it so that we can avoid the eagle artillery hit. Does so, drops a couple extra loons in there to kind of replenish the basket of loons that's going across the base and just murdering this base right now. Still has a haste in the bag. Gonna need a haste to get over here to the to this last little area of defenses. Does so, and there's plenty of cleanup down. Still a lot of loons up that are going to be able to take out most of this base. Excuse me. They're going to be able to take out all of this base. So very nicely done there. So Wizard Tower is done, and everything else is going to go down quickly. They're going to chase the king around for a little bit, but does eventually end up tripling the base. So yeah, there you have it. Again, that is a tough war for Byeforever. Like I said, it came down to the last attack on this base. It was a very tough war. Kudos to Zell for their effort and their perfect war. Very nicely done to them. Look forward to the next war for Byeforever. I'll be streaming again for them. Thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out and watching this. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be having lots of other Byeforever content, some Valar Morghulis content as well. Be sure to check those out. Subscribe down there just so you can be kind of notified whenever a new video comes on. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.